Clash of Champions, Eala versus Victoria Bu in thrilling Hong Kong 250. Open showdown, the crowd in Victoria. Park Tennis Stadium roared like a typhoon against the glittering skyline of Hong Kong. Neon lights from the city's high-rise towers flickered like heartbeat monitors as two of the most promising young stars in tennis prepared to collide. On one side of the net stood the pride of the Philippines, Alexandra. Alex, her focus sharp, her spirit unshaken after a dramatic win over Katie Boulter. Across from her was Victoria Bu, Canada's powerhouse prodigy whose explosive energy had become the talk of the WTA 250 circuit. It wasn't just a tennis match. It was a collision of destinies, a duel of fire and steel. Both young women had fought their way through challenges that would have crushed many seasoned professionals. Now, under the glowing lights of Hong Kong, their stories converge into what will be remembered as one of the most thrilling matches of the 2025 season. The stage of dreams. Hong Kong's autumn. Air carried the faint scent of sea, breeze, and electric excitement. The city was alive with energy, fans waving Philippine flags, Canadian supporters chanting Bu's name, and tennis enthusiasts from around the world who had come to witness the future of women's tennis unfold before their eyes. This wasn't just another tournament. The Hong Kong 250 Open had quickly become a symbol of global diversity and new beginnings. It was here that young stars were born, where champions cut their teeth against the world's best, and where legends began their rise. For Eala, the tournament had already been a roller coaster of emotion. Her stunning upset victory over Britain's Katie Boulter had made international headlines, not just for win, but for her compassion when Boulter retired injured mid-match. The Filipino star's mix of fierce determination and heartfelt humility resonated with millions. For Victoria Mboko, the path had been equally electric. The 19-year-old Canadian of Congal's descent had bulldozed through her early rounds, showcasing thunderous serves and a confidence that belied her youth. Every point she played seemed like a declaration. I belong here now. Destiny had arranged a perfect script. Eala versus Mboko, two fearless prodigies, standing on the brink of greatness. The players' fire and thunder. Eala at 20 carried the weight of a nation's dreams on her shoulders. She wasn't just representing the Philippines. She was redefining what it meant to be a Filipino athlete on the world stage. Her left-handed game was a blend of artistry and precision, deep topspin forehands that painted the lines, backhands that cut through defenses like blades, and a fighting spirit that turned every rally into poetry. Eala's journey was never easy. From her early days training in Spain's Rafael Nadal Academy to battling through injuries and pressure, she had become a symbol of perseverance. Every match, she once said, is a promise to myself, to my family, and every young girl who dreams big. Victoria Mboko, meanwhile, was the embodiment of raw athleticism and charisma, a product of Canada's rising tennis wave. She combined the power of Serena Williams with the swagger of Coco Gauff. Her serves could hit 190 kilometers per hour. Her forehand was a cannon, and her energy was infectious. Off-court, Boo radiated confidence, laughing easily, engaging fans, and carry herself with the self-assuredness of someone who knew she was destined for greatness. Yet beneath the showmanship was a deep hunger. She wanted more than fame. She wanted respect. When asked about facing Eala, who had smiled and said, I admire her fight, but on the court, it's war. I came to Hong Kong to win. Opening set, sparks and shadows. The match began. Beneath the floodlights, the air thick with anticipation. The first serve was Eala's, and with a deep breath, she sent a spinning ace down the tee, her signature weapon. The crowd erupted, but Mboko answered immediately, hammering her returns with ruthless aggression. The first few games went by like a blur of athletic brilliance, rallies stretching, 20, 30 shots, forehands cracking against the baseline, grunts echoing through the night. At 3-3, the first major break came, booed down 15-40. Unleash, 3 straight aces. Her power sending a clear message. You'll have to do more than that to stop me. Eala, calm but intense, adjusted her strategy. Instead of matching Boo's power, she began to vary her pace, drop shots, sharp angles, and looping topspins at forced. Canadian out of rhythm. Slowly, she began to take control. At 5-4, Eala broke Sir with a breathtaking rally that ended in a cross-court winner that barely kissed the line. She let out a rare shout. Vamos! Her trademark exclamation of confidence. The Filipino fans exploded with cheers and waving flags. The first set was hers. 6-4, Eala. Second set, the roar of the storm. If the first set was a chess match, the second was pure chaos. Boo came out swinging, eyes blazing, determined to flip the script. Her serves thundered, her forehands pierced through Eala's defenses, and the crowd gasped as she painted the lines with fearless aggression. At 2:2, the longest rally of the match unfolded. 37 shots, each one a masterpiece of endurance and precision. Eala defended like a wall. Boo attacked with relentless fury. Finally, Boo smashed a forehand winner down the line and let out a primal scream, pounding her chest as to awaken every spirit in the stadium. That moment shifted the momentum, the meaning of the moment for tennis fans that night in Hong Kong wasn't just about rankings or titles. It was about the torch being passed. Eala represented a precision of discipline, the methodical Nadal-like control of the court. Victoria and Boo embodied the power of instinct, a fearless Serena-style dominance that thrilled audiences. Together, they symbolized the dual nature of modern tennis, art and force, mind and muscle, patience and aggression. The match also carried something deeper. For Eala, it was another reminder that Asian athletes could shine on the global stage without losing their cultural identity. For Boo, it was proof that black excellence in tennis was not confined to the Williams sisters. It was evolving, spreading, inspiring. They were more than players. They were symbols of a changing world, where sport transcended borders and created unity through competition. Epilogue, the road ahead. As the Hong Kong skyline glimmered in the midnight haze, both women looked toward their next challenge. For Eala, the semifinals awaited another chance to inch closer to her dream of a WTA title. Her confidence was soaring, her spirit calm. From Boo, the loss was a lesson, not a setback. She stayed behind after the match, practicing her serve long after crowds had gone home. Under the flood lights, her shadow danced on the court. Resilient, determined, unbroken, she whispered to herself, "Next time I'll be ready." And somewhere across the city, Eala stood by her hotel window, gazing at the night sky. She smiled softly as if sensing the same thought, because deep down both knew this was just the beginning. The clash of champions in Hong Kong had sparked something greater, a rivalry that defined the next decade of women's tennis. And as the lights dimmed on that unforgettable night, the world knew one thing for sure. The future had arrived, and its names were Eala and Victoria Mboko. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next